numbers, and now we are going to learn how to count on and how to count back. Today I have Judy with us, and Judy is going to help us how to count on and count back. But remember that Judy only have all the way up to number 12. You know, we practiced all the way to 100. Today Judy is only giving us all the way to 12. But now we have a visitor today to help us how to count on and how to count back. I have Princess Schlichter here with us. She is going to help us on how to count on and how to count back. But I would like you to look at your mini hand, and I would like you to help me to count by one for now. And Miss Princess Schlichter is going to help us today. So everybody, help me count. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. That's the way how we count on. Count forward. But now how about count backward? Okay, you ready? Remember, we're going to start with number 12. Ready? Begin. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I am going to give you a time, and we are going to help Miss Princess Schlichter on how to write the time right. So I am going to give you the time of 2 o'clock. Sorry, 2 o'clock. So now Princess Schlichter is going to count or walk around the clock one time. Okay, so Miss Princess Schlichter is going to walk around the time one time. So now what do you think the time is right now? 3 o'clock. Very good. Miss Princess Schlichter started at 2 and she walked one time and she ended up at 3 o'clock. So we're going to do it again. One time. Very good. And it is at 3. But now we are at 3 o'clock. If Miss Princess Schlichter is going to count 2 or walk around 2 times, I would like you to tell me the time. Okay, ready? We're going to start walking 2 times. Ready? Begin. And 1. And 2. Now, what time do you think we stop? At 5 o'clock. You're right. Now, how about, let's go ahead and walk backward one time. Let's go ahead and walk backward one time. And that's 1. What time do you think it is now? That's right. It is 4 o'clock. Now, I have 2 samples here on the board. I have 1 o'clock. So 1 o'clock is like this. If I am going to walk around 2 times, if I am at 1 o'clock, what do you think is the time that we're going to end up with? Well, we'll see. Let's try and see if you're right. Ready? Help me walk around the clock 2 times. Ready? 1, 2. What do you think? That's right. If we start at 1 o'clock and if we walk around 2 times, 1, 2, our time will be at 3 o'clock. Very good. So we're going to write 3 o'clock. It's kind of like skipping. Now I would like you to look at the bottom clock. We are at 5 o'clock. If we are going to walk around backward, what time do you think we're going to end up with? Well, we'll see. Help me count backward. We're going to go counterclockwise. Ready? And 1. That is right. You're right. We are at 4 o'clock. So if you are at 5 and you are going to count backward, you're going to move mini hand all the way back and your hour hand will be at 4. That is right. So our answer is at 4 o'clock. Very good. Now let's go ahead and visit your seat work for today. Oh, was it?
It's all right. I edited it all out. I took all this out, all the in between. You got a kid crying down there. Shut up! Shut up! I'm trying to film here.
I should look like, stop. I should have done it. I can hear you.
Yeah.
I know, I was like, oh man. And my brain's like, no, focus.
It's okay.
But no crying, do I have to stop?
You won't really
I was
hear
like,
it.
it's alright, I have to stop.
I don't think we'll really
Okay.
hear it
Ah.
in the final product. They might hear something, but oh well. Okay, and go for it.
Okay, today on your seat work today at 10.9, it says that we are going to count on and count back. I would like you to look at the front page. I have 3 clocks on the top. We are going to fill in the missing hours. And then we are going to draw the hour hand or write the number. So number 1, my clocks. The first one have the minute and the hour. And the second one has the minute and the hour. But look at your purple clock. You have the minute, but what's missing? You're right, it's missing an hour hand. But where can I write my hour hand? Do I have to write it anywhere I wanted? No, that is right. You are going to count on. So this one, it says 4 o'clock. This says 5 o'clock. What do you think is our next one? If this is 4, 5, and this will be, you're right, this will be 6 o'clock. So you're going to draw an hour hand. Very good. Number 2, look at your digital clock, watch, time. Now it says that I have mystery, 2, and 3. What do you think is the first time here? Let's go ahead and start from your right. We're going to count back to figure out what time will be on this one. So we have 3 o'clock, we have 2 o'clock, 3, 2. What do you think is the next time? You're right, it says 1 o'clock. I'm just gonna write 1 because I see the o'clock already on the bottom. Number 3, look at the clocks. The first and the last have their minute and the hour hand, but look at the middle clock. It's missing an hour hand. Now this one, it says 12, and this is 2. So if this is 12, what do you think is the next hour? 12. What do you think is the next one? And 2. You're right. It says at 1 o'clock. 12, 1, 2. So we're going to draw an hour hand pointing at 1. Look at the number 4. We have a clue that says 7 o'clock. What do you think is the time before 7 and the time after 7? Okay? If you don't know, you can look at the clock above you. Okay, this is a 7. What do you think is before 7? That's right, 6 o'clock. So write 6. And then now I have 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. What do you think is next? That's right, 8 o'clock. Very good. Now, look at your clocks on the bottom. Well, the first one is complete. You have the hour and the minute. Uh-oh, this still missing hour hand. Do I have to write hour hands everywhere? You're right. We're not going to guess, right? So let's go ahead and we're going to count backward this time. I would like you to look at your clock on the right. It says 10 o'clock. If we're going to count backward, what do you think is the number that comes before 10? Backward. 9. Very good. So let's go ahead and draw an hour hand pointed to 9. Very good. So now I have 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. What do you think is the next time? You're right, 8 o'clock. Very good. Now let's go to the back of your page. You are going to draw an hour hand. You are going to be very careful with your directions on each clock. They're not the same, they're tricky. The first one, it says we are going to count on 1 hour. We are at 9 right now. So if I'm going to count on 1 hour, what time will be my clock on the right? You're ready at 9. What time? That's right, 10 o'clock. Now let's go to number 2. They don't have the same directions, boys and girls, so you need to pay attention. Number 2 says count on 2 hours. So we're going to count on 2 hours. My time is at 3. At 3, I'm going to count 2 hours, 2 times. Walk around the clock 2 times. So let's go ahead and walk around the clock. That's 4, 1, and that's 5. What do you think is our time? If we walk around the clock 2 times. You're at 3, 1, 2. Very good. So your time is at 5 o'clock. Number 3, count back 1 hour. So look at your clock on the right. It says at 11 o'clock. If we're going to walk backward 1 hour, you're at 11. Count backward 1 hour. What do you think is your number? 10. And your time is 10 o'clock. Very good. Let's go ahead and do our last problem. It says that we are going to count back 2 hours. Look at your clock on the right. It says 10. Now if we're going to count backward 2 times, 2 hours, what will be our time? So let's go ahead. You're at 10. Count backward 2 times. 1, 2. So what time will it be? Very good. At 8 o'clock. Very good. Good job, boys and girls.